Snow White fans here? Evil Queen. Captain Hook. And get ready, we're going to find out about a couple other iconic characters maybe coming up this season. According to Twitter, I follow you guys on Twitter, you are very passionate about the show. You care a lot about these guys. You care about their happiness, you care about their safety, and most importantly, you care about who they're going to fall in love with. So, that being said, where are the Rumpel fans out there? The Captain Swan fans? And gotta ask about those evil Regals. We'll get to the rest of you, I promise. So without further ado, let's bring out the Storybrooke gang. First and gentlemen, it's been minutes since you've seen them. The incredible Eddie Kitsis and Adam Horowitz.
Are you sick of us yet?
She's the heart of Storybrooke. She's Snow White, Mary Margaret, Ginny Goodwin. And her grown-up daughter, Emma Swan, Miss Jennifer Morrison. This woman kills at will, but we can't stop loving her. She's an evil queen, Regina. I'm not well, we all feel safe with Prince Charming in charge, Mr. Josh Dallas. Been left behind in Storybrooke, but not in our hearts. Maybe the mayor of Storybrooke, who knows? She's Belle, Miss Emily Durrell. And two more gentlemen making their very first Comic-Con appearance. This guy was backstage telling me he's a fan, he's been collecting toys. He's a guy with a hook. I was so sure this guy was dead. He's escaped death time and time again. Bellfire, Mr. Michael Raymond James. Michael and Josh, I think you have a story to tell us to start things out here.
Well, we made a gentleman's bet.
I lost a bet.
You lost a bet. He made up the rules, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I'd like to ask the cast who's been on the Jolly Roger all summer, what's it been like on that ship? What trouble have you been getting into on your way to Neverland?
It's been wet.
And it's still rocking. It's been bruise-inducing.
I think it's been great.
Is everyone getting along well on this journey? Lana?
What's that?
Are you getting along well on this journey to Neverland on the boats?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a bit rocky, but it's been fun.
Of course, those are the actors, not the characters.
Well, Eddie, Adam, there's a new format this season. 11. Tell us about what we're going to expect in the fall and the spring.
Yeah, we're in the fall running basically 11 episodes in a row uninterrupted, and then the same for this spring.
one episode every 7 months. And then not know when the show was on, we're doing 11 and 11.
Well, all of you guys have very complex backstories, but some of you, I would say, more than others. Josh, I was hoping you could go back in your memory and try to recount the tale of the twins. What has been their journey?
What, both of them together?
What you can remember about where they've been?
Well, of course they were separated. They were separated when they were very young. And, you know, they grew up very differently. They had, you know, different parents, different circumstances, which made them very different people. And of course, one of them is, he's no longer with us, but we can always go back and see him, I'm assuming. And Charming is on his own journey. He is, you know, growing and going forward.
Don't tell him about the triplet.
Yeah.
And Michael, you're the other one I wanted to kind of recount your character's history because it's been very, very complicated.
Can I have Josh answer that?
Hi, Michael. Tell him about the last 300 years.
Well, yeah. So lots of, how much time do we have? Yeah, you know, he's had a rough go, but it's getting better.
Well, Ginny, it was a very violent year for Snow White. She had a lot of loss in her life. We saw the death of her mother. We saw the death of Mrs. Padmore from Downton Abbey.
We love her.
How is she still keeping the sunny side up?
Well, I think that what we learned last season is that she doesn't always, and that I mean, I guess what goes up must come down, and so Snow White has always been sort of at one extreme end of a pendulum swing, and she went very, very far in the other direction. So now it's a matter of finding again who she is.
Well, Lyde, do you think that the Evil Queen deserves to be forgiven?
I really don't think she's that bad.
Bobby,
We all have our faults.
was it?
I said we all have our
All
faults.
of our faults. Bobby and Lonnie, could you kind of recount, could you remember all the people you've killed, as many as you can?
In character.
There was that whole town. How many living there again?
I remember a snail.
3,000 now. In the hundreds, 500 possible.
What was your
possibly
favorite, your favorite kill?
My favorite kill is coming up in season 3.
Well, let's talk about season 3. It was a struggle for you guys to get the rights to Neverland. Eddie, I know that Peter Pan was your favorite. Tell us about the journey to bring this to the show.
Well, the journey was really us waiting for lawyers to figure it out, so the tale is not as interesting. But this year, what we really are excited about is last year we saw The Shadow, we saw The Darlings, we've met Captain Hook. We have not yet met Peter Pan, and we have not yet seen Neverland, and that is where we are going.
Do you believe that Peter Pan is evil?
Peter Pan is, he's got a complicated motivation that maybe, it's a little different than you've seen from.
He might be frightening to some people.
Well, there's somebody on this panel, not Missy, Little Henry's been kidnapped, yes?
Yes, I know, that's why he couldn't be here. Anybody's in character.
Kill him more. Save Henry. Save Henry, people. Save him.
Well, gang, you've been filming now for 2 weeks. Can you give us a sense of the look of Neverland? The iconic, is there a Skull Rock? Is there a Mermaid Grotto? What are some of the places you're going to take us to?
We don't know what we can
Eddie,
say.
Adam.
I don't know if you can. Well, here's one.
They only know the first script. We will be seen a lot of Neverland, and there will be different areas, and some, of course, will be those that you remember from the book, and of course we'll always have our own spin on it. But it is a fantastical island, and if we remember, it is the place where imagination comes from. So it is a place where anything can happen.
Word is that we're going to be meeting Tinkerbell soon.
If we went to Neverland, but the truth is you all have to believe to see her.
Yeah.
Adam, what kind of sprite is Tinkerbell going to be? Who is this creature you're conceiving?
Again, it's taking the icon and putting our spin on it, and how we introduce her and who she is hopefully going to be surprising, because we're going to find she has a surprising connection to someone at this table.
Well, the obvious choice, I guess, will probably be Colin.
Surprising.
Yeah, we know it's Colin. He spent all that time there. The question is, who else?
Who else? Okay. Well, Colin, you've been kind of a huge addition to the show this past year. They instantly adore you. Found your Captain Hook. Is there any of Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow in that?
Well, no, not really. Actually, when I met Eddie and Adam first, we sort of talked about a different spin that maybe I might try and put on Hook. So he's kind of he's a little bit Princess Bride sort of. There's a good few of my friends from back home in there, and it's weird. We were shooting a scene the other night, and once you put the leather jacket on, I just become this sort of weird, sort of innuendo.
You mean guys?
We say that Colin is a gentleman in real life, and Colin is a spicy gentleman in his leather jacket.
I better believe it.
He transforms and says things that Colin would never say.
One of the rivalries I loved watching most last season was between Bobby and Colin. How fun has been that Crocodile Hook rivalry? And talk about the back and forth that you guys have had all season.
On you go, Colin.
Well, it was interesting because I remember the first day on set, actually we were on the Jolly Roger, the actual boat we were out. And it was really weird because I was standing across from Robert Carlyle, and I remember going, "Oh, I better not freak out." But it was interesting. It was sort of a strange relationship.
It's been great. It was interesting season one. Obviously, a lot of the rivalry was between myself and Lana, so it was nice to introduce something else to it, a male figure at that. So it's been fantastic, and obviously Colin from Ireland or from Scotland, so kind of already got that kind of Celtic bolognese. But I've been, no one will know what I'm talking about here, but there's a guy called Sid James, he used to be in the Carry On films, and that's what I call him now, so this is Carry On Captain, right?
By the way, when we're at dinner with the two of them, we understand one out of every 5 minutes. Colin and Bobby get together, and I have no idea what they're saying.
It's fantastic, they don't realise that we're insulting them with every thump word as well.
Well, a lot of what is on the show is CG, so you have to kind of act alongside things that aren't there. Anything particularly challenging last year that you were acting against a green screen, pretending something was in front of you that wasn't?
Fire.
Yeah.
Dragons.
Morrison, you had to bite that giant's finger. That was just a...
Oh my god. Yes, I spent a lot of time hanging from a giant green inner tube. And biting it over and over and over again. And I went into the makeup trailer and I was like, I think I have chocolate on my lip. I don't remember eating chocolate. We were trying to get up. I had bruised my lip from biting the inner tube over and over and over. That was an interesting green inner tube experience.
Jennifer, you also had to climb a giant vine.
I did.
How did that come about?
Well, I was lucky because I had 2 arms. Poor Colin had a hook in an arm. But they did in on our green screen stage, and we did really climb that over and over and over again, which was really fun. I mean, I love doing stuff like that. I did definitely feel very lucky to have 2 arms once.
Yeah, it made a big difference. Because the hook has a little thing that I hold on to it, so you can't actually put any pressure. You can't pull on it. So literally, I had to go one-handed and then pretend that I was using the other one, so one-handed up. So it was difficult, you know.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, talk about working with Jorge Garcia as the Giant.
Oh, I love Jorge. I mean, oh my God. What a lovely human being. I was so happy that it was him playing that role. You know, Emma always connects to people who feel like they're on the outside or they don't feel included, and so that was a really fun character for Emma to develop a friendship with, and Jorge's just lovely to have around no matter what. He's someone that, you know, he's such a wonderful part of the cast, and when he returned sort of in human size in the bean fields, it was just a really nice moment for Emma to sort of reconnect with what felt like an old friend, you know, even though they had gone through so much. So he's great. Love him.
You think we'll see more of him heading out this season?
You know, we love Jorge. You know, we wrote for him for 6 years on Lost, and you know, we always knew we wanted to make a giant into a dwarf. So, but we would love to see him this year. He's out. We'll see if his schedule allows. But you know, right now we're in Neverland, and the people, you know, we're going to see the people on, you know, on the stage right now for a while.
Well, the show is obviously very expensive to film, and I know you rely on sponsors.
We do. Unfortunately, as always, these water bottles, these panels
comes at a cost.
Yeah, so if you don't mind, and you should be used to watching the show, we need another, just a little moment for a commercial break. So please, pardon us.
Give them the lights.
Who wrote that, and of course Paul Scheer and Nicole Brown, who we cannot wait for Community this year.
Emily, it was good to see you in that clip. I want to ask about playing Lacey this past season, the Dark Belle.
Yeah, I kind of miss her. She was a lot of fun. It was almost for a few episodes they were playing 3 characters. You know, flashback Belle, storybook Belle, and then storybook Lacey. But yeah, she was kind of feisty.
She came straight out of a White Snake video. Saucy.
Probably one of her favorite albums.
Give us a sense of what we can hope for with Belle in Storybrooke, since she's holding down the fort.
What?
Oh, there.
Yeah, I guess it's a hashtag Belle for Mayor, so I don't know. We'll see.
Comptroller.
Yeah, I mean, we're just starting out, so I guess we'll have to see. But some exciting stuff.
Belle for Mayor?
Campaign.
Like I said, someone dies.
So, yeah, what's in store for Belle?
Well, there's a lot in store for Belle, and you know, it's what's happening back in Storybrooke and what's happening in Neverland. I think we're gonna find, hopefully, connected in a surprising way.
But you know, for us, of course, we remember Mr. Gold is on a suicide mission in Neverland because the prophecy said that to save Henry, he is going to have to die, and that is why he wanted to go face his death alone. So the question I'm wondering is, will these two ever be reunited? Will they find their happy ending? Well, if they don't, I'm sure I won't hear anything from the Twitter universe. I've never seen anything called Rum Bell or had it flood my inbox. So I would, you know, who knows?
There was a Twitter question I got this week from somebody named Jewel Sci-Fi, and she wanted to ask Emily, how do you think Belle would react if she found out that she had a little gold bun in the oven while Daddy's off in Neverland?
That's not bad.
I think confusion and being